Hey friends, happy Friday. So I just got home from a walk, and walking and listening to podcasts is truly my happy place. And so I'm so glad I'm taking that time to fill my cup and put on my own oxygen mask. And I've shared a couple links today. I hope you take some time to listen to them. The first one is, it's Lori Harder's podcast, and it was about everything you want is on the other side of fear. And so many of us need to hear that message. And I know a lot of you won't because you're busy and you feel like maybe there's not enough value and it won't apply to your life. So I'm going to summarize it for you really fast. Basically, I totally agree with this. Every dream, every vision, every hope that you have that's been planted in your heart is there for a reason. It's not frivolous. It's not something that isn't going to come into being. If you have that vision, if you have that dream, if you have that nudge, there is a reason it has been given to you, and it is your responsibility to explore it and to think about it and to figure out how you can make that reality. And for so many of us, whatever that big thing is outside of our comfort zone, and it probably requires a skill set different than what we already possess. And so that can be so intimidating. And it can be one of those things that you put off and you wait for. And you're like, well, I'll get to it. We all do that. I'm so guilty of it. I keep saying the same things every single day. And yet I'm not actually, my fear is paralyzing me, and I'm not taking action to move myself closer. And the thing about action, the thing about moving yourself closer to your goal, whatever it is, you don't have to have a clear vision. You don't have to have a clear path. You don't have to know how you're going to get there. It's really about failing. It's about taking risks. It's about figuring out what you're supposed to do and exploring the person that you're meant to be. And you have to it's not going to be a straight line. There's not going to be tons of success along the way. And that doesn't mean it's not supposed to happen for you. It just means it's part of your story. And you're supposed to experience those sticking points and those hard spots, because all of the amazingness is going to be that much more amazing because it was hard, because it didn't come easy. Great things are never easy. Seriously, if it was easy, everyone would have everything they ever wanted. We have to get out of our own way. And so listen to that podcast. It's not very long. She doesn't try and sell herself on you, which is a refreshing change of pace. And it's just about every vision you have in your heart, every nudge, whether it's to write a book or it's to adopt a kid or it's to have a podcast or it's to, illustrate children's books, or it's to maybe go back to school and become a teacher, or it's to start a nonprofit, or it's to join the military. Whatever nudge, dream, goal, thing that you keep chewing on, that keeps coming up, that you feel like you need to do, but you're embarrassed and you don't know how to start and people will judge you, you need to explore it. It is your responsibility. It is a gift. It is a seed that has been planted in your heart and your life for a reason. And you're doing us all a disservice. You are being selfish by not exploring that and by not getting better at that and by not sharing that gift. Your thing is so freaking amazing. And so don't hoard it. Don't be selfish. And so I was walking along, and yesterday I had this nudge about tapping. I love tapping. It's really changed my life and spoken to me, but I have so many pots on my stove right now, and so it's easy to be like, oh, no. But I have the nudge that keeps coming back, and that means it's a nudge I need to explore, and I need to give some time and some space to. So many things on my freaking stove, so many nudges, so many things planted into my heart. And so I'm not perfect. I struggle, and I have a lot of doubt, and I have a lot of procrastination destinations, my friends, but I know that all these things have been planted there. It's part of my story. It's part of my journey. And not only will I grow and get better, there's some of you that need to know, that need to learn right alongside me. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep working on growing my business and helping other women change their lives. I'm going to retire my husband, and I have dreams that I want to become a millionaire. There's nothing wrong with money. Money is never bad. It's what people do with the money that sometimes makes us feel uncomfortable. And so I'm changing my money mindset and my money talk and my attitude of lack. I'm just working on becoming better, because the more I have, the more I can do, and the more I can give, and the more I can pay it forward. And I really do want to be selfish and retire my husband. I don't like the fact that he's gone. He should be here with me. So it's one of my goals. I want to write a book. I want to be a New York Times bestselling author. And I keep saying it, and yet I'm not freaking taking any action to write my freaking book. So I want to be on a TED Talk. I want to have a podcast. I want to apparently become a tapping expert and help you guys rock your lives. So all these little seeds, I want to adopt a kid someday. That scares me. That scares my family. But it's a nudge that is there and it keeps coming up. And so for me to ignore it, for me to be like, oh, mañana, I'll get to it next year. No, you guys, if we always put the things off that we have the nudge to do, you're going to get to the end of your life with all these regrets. And I would rather get super uncomfortable and do things that I don't feel like in this current situation I'm in, there's no way that those things are possible. Like, let's all just take the ice pick out for a second. There's no way that these things are possible. But it's not by my own that I do these things. It's by the grace of God that these things happen, that the right people come into our lives and the right situations open up and the right doors open and some doors close. It's not necessarily a bad thing. So it's just about figuring out what your nudge is. And all of you have a nudge. You can be like, oh, I don't know. Yes, you do. If you get quiet and you listen to that still small voice inside of you, you know which direction you're supposed to go. And it's not about knowing exactly what box to check. It's not about having it all figured out. It's just about starting, and it's about taking action every single day. And just like I tell all the ladies in my accountability group, it doesn't have to be perfect. Progress is what we're after. If you take little tiny action every single day, it compounds into greatness, my friends. So take a baby step today. Take a baby step. Move yourself closer to your goal. Figure out what that goal is. Spend some time in meditation or prayer and listen to podcasts that inspire you. Connect with me if you're meant to be in my tribe. Like, seriously, life is too short to let another day go by where you're not feeling amazing and you're not showing up to your life and you're not excited and inspired and happy. I don't have a perfect life. I have perspective. I choose my happy every single day. I spend time in meditation and prayer and journaling and gratitude every single morning. That's how I begin my day. And then I fill my cup by going for walks in silence. And sometimes I listen to podcasts that inspire me and give me these truth nuggets and kind of give my soul that like fist bump, like, this is exactly meant for you. And when you start to do personal development, the coolest thing is the right messages come to you when you're ready. The right messages come to you when you're ready. So listen to that podcast. Find me on YouTube. Listen to more of my stuff. Like, seriously, you guys, life is too short to not rock it. So rock today. Make it count.